kapag may Lancelot sa kalaban.
Yep, and I think that's what LPE is hedging on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1. LPE versus Bren Esports. This is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board, BMO, with the concussive blast dito. Actually, maganda ring treatment yan. Maganda ring counter dun sa Popol and Kupa.
Yes.
Na kung mahuli mo sa gitna yan, pwede niyang i-bait sa loob dito. Ang technically dalawang hero ni Lusty. And then from the side lanes, it's going to be the Uranus and the Beleric. So, pader laban sa puno.
Love it. But nevertheless, parang sci-fi laban sa nature.
Oo, medieval fantasy, ganun. Pang Lord of the Rings.
But kidding aside, magandang heroes ng Bren Esports in the mid lane. When it comes to their comfort, pati na rin yung mga pwede nilang gawin para ma-outspeed yung jungling ng LPE. Ang naging worry mo kasi dahil nag-Ruby ka, hindi ka ganun ka-bilis or ka-impactful into providing vision.
Yep.
Kasi imagine this is Popol and Kupa. Unanswered from LPE, madaling makapag-secure ng vision at ang pwede niyang gawin, oo nga naman, sabihin natin ang Harik ay mananalo sa 1v1 matchup against Alice. Pero pag naging 2v1, quote-unquote 3v1,
yeah.
I mean, matatalo ka talaga kahit kano kaganda yung matchup mo.
Yep. Wolf, this is literally dog eat dog sa bottom lane, 'di ba? Si Kupa kinakagat, si Jake the dog.
Tama.
And mapapa-recall siya ng maaga, so that opens up so much for the gold laner on the side of Bren Esports. At ang kinailangan niya lang, mabilis na rotation mula kay Lusty.
And that is exactly what they need. Kasi ang problem with Ruby, although scientifically, mas maganda siya pag nagkaroon ng clash against Lancelot. But at the same time, hindi nila mapipigilan yung pagja-jungle ni Lancelot. So sabi ni Cartesi, okay, sige, Kuya Lusty, Kuya Boards, pwede ka nang maglaboy dyan. At ang kanyang destination was the bottom lane. What a decision from Bren Esports.
And here we go. Phantom execution ni Cartesi in and out. Napa-ult na nga dito si Ryota on the Beleric. Mapapauwi si BMO. And Wolf, I think sinasabi mo na parang ang gagawin ng isang Ruby, very specific. And in the early to mid game, technically hindi niya pa kayang gawin yon. Talo siya sa tank things.
Yeah, sa tank things.
Natural tank things.
Kumbaga, natural roam things. Kasi, imagine this, si Lusty, meron siyang impact kahit wala siya mismo doon sa mid lane. Maglalagay lang siya ng traps doon sa entry bushes.
Pwede na. Vision na yun.
Vision na yun. And nasa bottom lane. Pupunta na siya sa bottom lane. At ang kailangan lang niyang gawin, tulungan ng 2 or 3 lanes or waves of minions si Rebo. Kapag nag-level 4 na, wala nang magagawa yung Harith doon sa Alice. Well, at least, you can still kill. But technically speaking, in theory, hindi mo na mapipigilan yung pag-clear at pag-farm ni Rebo.
Yep, and here we go. First turtle of the game. Real world manipulation. Nailabas na dito ni Arvs. First blood. Ryota on Cartesi. Mapapali yun si Arvs. 1 hit na lang. Napatay pa ni Lusty to trade. 1-4-1. At hinahabol ni Flap si Aspect. Ryota, papauwi na rin. Nobody gets the turtle. Pero Wolf, do note, dun sa baba. Wait lang, hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa tapos. Flap TZ gusto pa. Aspect looking low. Mapapabagsak ba? Nice use of the I'm offended Lusty. Mapapawian dito, tipi-tipi pa.
That's the punish that you can get. At ito rin yung, nakita nyo yung sa turtle fight, yun yung dahilan kung bakit na-amaze ako. Na-astonish ako sa Beleric pick and I thought it was amazing. Kasi it really answers the Lancelot. Many times in this particular game, yung kanyang root or yung kanyang ultimate, sobrang quote-unquote bosset if you're playing the Lancelot. Kasi hindi ka talaga makakapag-out dahil theoretically speaking, ang kailangan mo lang gawin ay mag-ulti kung ikaw ay Beleric at already na-shutdown mo na yung Lancelot. Magiging mahirap. Ang naging problem doon kay Flap TZ, wala siyang execute, hindi siya nag-8G mindset. Kaya hindi niya nakakill. But of course, Purify mas maganda namang spell sa game na to.
And I think he didn't even need to kill. Zoning yun. Zoning play yun. Kanila na yun eh. It just didn't come down to a lethal result. Now, real manipulation, linabas na dito ni Arvs. Zoning out the rest of Bren. Few. Pinapasabugan din dito si Arvs. Flap TZ, buhay na buhay. Okay na okay. Ult si Ryota, pero papabagsak siya dito. Sumabog. Rebo coming in with the burst from the Alice. Early game pa lang, may binubuga na. Oh, Lusty with the stun. Kinagat si BMO. And
Lusty, this did not end well for you kanina.
Okay naman. He's alright. Natutunan niya.
Nakita mo, Leo, and all the viewers out there, yung impact ng Beleric. Naghintay lang siya na pumasok si Cartesi para mag-pop ng ultimate. So, nung round 1, bago sa turtle fight, nangyari is, nauna si Cartesi, tapos na-counter siya agad ni Ryota. Ang ginawa ni Cartesi, hindi agad siya lumaban dun sa round 2. Kaso, si Ryota, patient. hintay talaga niya yung kanyang role, which is to just lock down Carl TZ. It was difficult already. At mamaya makikita natin na kung may real world manipulation, may drawing na gagawin ang LPE, makikip nila in place mga members ng Bren dahil dun sa ultimate ng isang Beleric.
Superior zoning. Pero to si Few, meron din siyang sarili niya. Feathered Airstrike. Bimo takes a few hits. Taken down. That's -1 already. Umult dito si Ryota. Pinning down 3-4 members of Bren. Sama mo na yung aso ni Lusty. And finally, there's a turtle going over to Cartezy.
Third time's the charm. Kita mo nung gano'ng pinapahirapan ng LPE ang Bren Esports. Pero yung Bren Esports naman, ang nangyari is mas maganda yung macro play nila. In fact, yung mga failed attempts ng Bren Esports students on Cartezy, nakapag-farm naman si Ribo.
It eventually led to the burst coming through. Again, I think for Bren, it's not a question of execution eh. Talagang timing lang eh. Timing eh.
I agree.
The case for Ryota, using Wrath of Dryad, one time, big time yun eh. Sa Bren, their uptime is so high. Their uptime is it's up to them kung i-engage sila. And right now, good use of the Feathered Airstrike, pinapasok muli ng Bren ang LP sa side nila. Sabi ng Bren, tumatapang kayo ah. Medyo delikado yan. We lost 2 out of 3 fights kanina, pero finally naka-turtle kami, and balik tayo. Neutral ulit. Neutral. Look at down bottom daw. Ang ganda. Because of the space bought by Bren.
Definitely yung tulong ni Lusty kay Ribo nag-pay off. Sobra-sobra. Kasi yung LPE, they cannot defend on the bottom lane kasi mayroon silang choice eh. Kailangan ba natin lumaban sa turtle or i-defend yung bottom? Unfortunately, turtle yung pinili ng LPE. Kaya eventually, yung mga little pokes ni Ribo nakakuha na ng torre sa baba.
Nice
Oh
play
my God.
by Flap Dizzy. Diversion roll ang ginawa. Tapos sabi niya, Kuya Few, Kap, to, lika, pasabugan mo to. But LPE, ever the wiser, hindi naman magpapahuli ng ganon. Nice pressure by LPE up top here. Pupush naman sa mid ang Bren. Good trade on both sides.
A very good trade for LPE. Finally catching a break this time. Ginawa nila is finorce nila muna si Flap TZ out of the zone para wala ng mga defensive for Bren Esports. Without Feathered Airstrike, ang hirap din mag-defend it for Bren Esports.
Yep, so again, despite losing out on the Chang'e, magandang alternative ang Farsa. Kahit na ba napa 10 push-up si Wolf, sulit no sulit, alright? They're loving this. Currently sitting at about 3,000 gold ahead. This is another turtle being taken free. As free gets for Bren Esports. Now top lane ang magiging target nila. Flap TZ, nagpe-pay off ang pagpilit niya kay Ryota. Parang in-isolation pa rin niya si Ryota.
Parang ano eh, sabi niya, tauhan mo ko. Pag di mo tinauhan, ipupush ko yung lane ninyo.
Oo.
And now, however, LPE says, okay, sige, masyado na nating hindi tinutulungan si Jake the Dog. Samahan na natin dito sa lane sa bottom. I like the fact that LPE is setting this up. Hindi sila nagpapakita. Pero kasi suspicious eh. Bakit yung Harit ang confident bigla? Kanina pa nagta-turtle. Tapos ngayon bigla ang nagta-turtle, Astrata. Hindi yung turtle na turtle.
Yep.
Tapos biglang may tao doon, something is wrong.
Oo, delegates. And I think, fair to say, alam naman ng LPE na hindi dapat nila ipilit yung ganung strategy. Dahil may trap si Lusty, may libreng face check si Flap TZ, and it's just not smart. So again, this is essentially LPE saying, wait lang, hanap tayo ng ibang lugar. Hanap tayo ng ibang galaw. Feathered Airstrike dito, ilalabas na ni Few. Flap TZ tried to pin down one. I'm offended! Bimo finds one. A little too late on the damage comeback. Si Few masya-shutdown, pero that's 2 for 1 already. Zaman Force dito, ito ang gusto ni Jake the Dog, pero wala silang engage. Down goes Ryota. 2v4 ang laruan dito. Jake the Dog sa likod, papasabugin ni Ribo, and that's gonna be a wipeout double for the GOAT!
My goodness, the positioning of Bren Esports pati na rin timing sa pagpunta nila, yun yung nagbigay sa kanila ng pagkapanalo dun sa clash na yun. And Flap TZ will not be able to get a push, pero at least makapag-farm siya at makapag-cut ng minions. Maghahabol na naman yung LPE when it comes to the minion wave clear. At ang nangyaring clash was si Few, namatay siya pero nabato na niya yung buong combo niya. So it won't matter so much. Ngayon, yung timing din ng ultimate ni Jake the Dog, nag-favor pa sa side ng Bren Esports kasi doon na nakatalon si Ribo, at dahil confined space yung pinaglabanan, naging sulit yung ultimate ni Farsa pati na rin ni Alice. Look at that, Bimo, napigilan niya yung combo but already nabato na ni Farsa. And Flap TZ, tignan mo yung positioning niya, binlock niya yung Death Sonata, tapos eventually Ribo took over with Carl TZ. Carl TZ eventually will be taken out here. Pero yung kapalit kasi, tingnan mo yung mga stun. Yung stun at yung AoE ni Rebo na sulit kasi confined area yung pinaglabanan ng LPE.
Yep, that interview was brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with an Oppo A94. Get yours for only 13,999 pesos. Great breakdown, Wolf. Again, it's too late for Jake the Dog. Ang ganda sana nung engage. Kanya na yun, Zaman Force dun sa maliit na eskinita. Pero sabog na yung mga kampi niya. Too late.
Tignan mo to. Casual Deadly Blade for the Popular Copa. Classic. Tapos I believe this is called the O Mask. Which means na kayang-kaya niyang i-shutdown din si Jake the Dog. I think yung problem when you're the Harith, may nasasagot ka. You are okay when it comes to the laning against Realis. But if you look at the Popular Copa, ang gano'n ka-disruptive yung mga extra stunts and knockups from that mask.
Walang laban yung passive ni Harith na 45% resilience.
Look at that!
Here's an engagement. Nice pick-off onto Few. A little too confident there. Carl-Teasy ngayon ang tatargetin ni Bimo. Looking for one. Bimo sumasagot ng kanyang sariling TP. Flatizi and Rebo into the backline. Si Aspect ang papasabugan dito. Rebo gonna dive in. Rebo continuing the engage. Now, Ryota popping the Wrath of Dryad and that second skill. Out! Sabi ni Rebo, out! Bumagsak dito si Jake the Dog and si Bimo din naman. And amazing sustained play by Bren Esports. Good shot call and good presence of mind by Rebo.
I love the fact that you mentioned yung shot call pati yung presence man ni Rebo kasi ang ginawa ng Bren Esports, sabi nila okay sige si Few ay nabatay, but so many ultimates committed from LPE. Sabi nila okay sige wala na mga ulti, we can fight. And Bren Esports with the leadership of Flap and Rebo, the sustained side lanes, na-isolate nila si Harith and eventually Carl-Teasy took over dun sa upper part ng mapa nung clash. Yung lower part naman si Rebo at si Flap yung bahala. Isolation play.
Isolation play, and again, ginegage lang nila eh. Ang ganda ng control ni Rebo sa HP bar niya. Ginawa niyang resource yung sarili niya essentially. Tapos bago pa siya makitil dun sa team fight na yon, sabi nila, wait lang, kaya pa yan. Easy Lord take here by Bren Esports. Actually missed out on whether it was Luminous or not. We are sitting at 12 minutes, 20 seconds. I do feel it is. We'll see Lord when he does come marching in bottom lane, kung yellow ba yan o purple.
Do take note kapag inatake nyo na yung Lord ng hindi pa 12 minutes, kahit pa mapatay yung siya ng 12 minutes, hindi siya, level 1 pa rin siya, hindi pa rin siya enhanced.
Parang turtle.
Yes.
Uunahan mo lang essentially. Ang tagal ni Lord, ang tagal niya lumabas. This is good for LPE. They're able to still gather their thoughts. Iniisip nila, wait lang, paano ba natin na-atakihin to? Luminous nga, Wolf. Luminous. Masakit.
It is hindi the Luminous. Although, wag tayo magpa-full. Minsan, kahit dilaw yung Lord, hindi tumatalon. So, abangan na lang natin mamaya.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. So, this is still good. I think LPE has good wave clear. Has good range. Pero yun nga, dito natin nakikita yung one-time, big-time play potential ni Bimo. He really needs to be in the right place at the right time.
You're seeing now yung problema when you're facing Popo. Tingnan mo yung traps placement. At yun nga, Luminous nga.
Yep, tumatalon. That's gonna be mission accomplished down bottom. Great attack, great siege by Bren Esports, pressuring LPE. Now, feathered airstrike, nahila pa loob! Si Few, wings by wings, plus purify, and here we go, dumodrawing si Arvs, just to clear the waves. Real world manipulation. Pero, do note, sabi ng world champion natin, bilang na ang ult ng LPE.
Wow. And this is gonna be tricky. Walang ultimate si Bimo. Although mabilis naman mag-cooldown ng ultimate ng isang Ruby. But sobrang crucial nung real world manipulation. Sasabihin ni Few, meron na siyang feathered airstrike. So, when it comes to the just resources, ng dami ng mga skills, Bren ang lamang.
Yup, always online. Walang pahinga ang Bren now. Wrath of the Dryad by Ryota here. Maybe a little off time. Mawawala ang aso dito ni Kuya mo Lasty, and he's just gonna pray for it in the back lines. Still, pressure is where pressure placed by Bren, successfully taking down mid and top sa isang hinga.
Napakagandang paggamit ng Bren Esports. This is the classic Bren Esports na alam kung ano yung dapat iba tong mga spells. And they have really survived or outlived yung mga points kung saan ang LPE ay malakas. For example, yung early stages and around the first turtle fights, na-survive nila yon. Nahirapan sila. You can see na kahit dun sa turtle fight, napapatay si Carl-Teasy 2 times. But ang kinailangan lang nilang gawin ay hintayin kung saan sila mas malakas. Do take note, nagandahan talaga ako dun sa adjustment ng Bren Esports. Dun sa bottom lane, which is the gold lane, ginilagay nila si Lusty Si Lasty nagpa-level 2, naglagay ng mga traps, tapos pumunta sa may bottom lane, tinulungan si Ribo for what, 3 lanes? And all of a sudden, 3 waves para, sorry, not 3 lanes. Yeah, all of a sudden, wala na yung advantage ng Harith doon sa isang alis.
If anything, umalis pa nga yata si Jake the Dog.
Yes.
Siya yung naboset doon sa duo, sa trio ni Lasty's Dog, and Ribo.
Oo.
So again, Bren Esports, they invested in the bottom lane which led to this 15-minute lead. Ano ba to, Wolf? Grabe naman, 50k to 37.
Wow, I did not notice that actually. Matagal-tagal na rin hindi nakakaalis sa side ng river yung LP. Actually, Bren Esports, kinlame nga nila yung about maybe 50% ng mapa ng LPE. So 75% ng mapa nasa Bren all this time, at yung 25% ng LPE na yun dun lang sila nakakaikot. Naghahati-hati si Jake the Dog, pati si Aspect, pati si Ryota, and eventually yung Bren Esports lumamang sa ekonomiya.
Not even talking about Arvs. Si Arvs na isang mage na may mystery shop.
Oo.
Gutom na gutom. Kaya pala okay lang yung real world manipulation. Sinasalo lang ng Bren.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the items, Wolf, sobrang stonks ng ating Season 6 champions.
Wala din palang damage item pa si Arvs. Nag-focus siya dun sa defense. Nag-Oracle. Pati may Durance. Tapos nag-wand, Ice Queen Wand for the slows. We're looking at Bren Esports. Ang sakit na ni Few.
This is painful.
Naka-lightning truncheon na si Few and Holy Crystal. So,
even
that Feather Effect's gonna hurt.
Even Lusty and Few na 4 and 5 supports ng Bren. Kasing yaman ng course ng LPE.
Oh my goodness. Dominance Ice na ngayon si Lusty. Which means na si Aspect with 0, 1, and 5 tapos naka-Hunter Strike lang at the Brute Force Breastplate will not have an impact against Bren Esports.
Kayang saluhin ni Kupa.
Exactly.
Yung Sonata.
Oh my god. LPE is in danger.
This is difficult. Did you say they're in Granger?
They
have a
Yeah,
Granger. Pero tingnan natin dito kung paano sila magde-defend. This is going to be possibly the final siege. Enhanced ang siege minions ng Bren Esports. Gonna be crashing down all 3 lanes. Lord marching down mid. Ito for sure. Luminous level 2, 17 minutes in. Nagsiscale si Lord. The longer the game goes, this is gonna be as clutch a defense as it gets para sa LPE. Kaya ba nilang pigilan ang pagtatapos dito ng Bren? Real world manipulation. Tama-tama ang pagpasok pero may sagot si Few. That's going to be the feathered airstrike. Few gonna get blasted by Arms. And no, this is going to be Ribo from the backline splitting up LPE as Lord wails away at the base. Ribo looking for one, gonna be backing out from TZ. Ladies and gentlemen, a successful defense. LPE buhay pa.
Buhay na. Arms, better timing. I would say, Bren Esports na sila. Ang ganda ng idea ng Bren Esports. Ginamit si TZ pang scout. Few, 2 feathered airstrike kay Aspect. Halos matunaw. Kaso, just enough to defend. Nakapag-back away yung mga members ng LPE. And then eventually, nakakuha si Arps na magandang positioning. All of a sudden, biglang nagka-item si Arps. And now they're gonna back up a punch. Ang ganda rin ng timing ni Jake the Dog. And at this point, dahil ang dinidepensahan na lang ng LPE is just the base, hindi katulad kanina na parang 3 lanes. Parang this time, pwede nilang i-allocate yung kanilang ultimate na Wrath of the Dryad into the real-world manipulation. Sobrang solid na combo into just defending their base. I know that it's funny na sasabihin ko to, pero baka mas madali pa para sa LPE magdepensa ng base lang kaysa yung 3 lanes.
Actually, you know what? I will agree with you, Wolf, because this reminds me of yung depensa ng Blacklist Game 2 laban sa Signal.
Definitely.
The something of that comeback might actually be possible. Pero, tinitingnan ko rin kasi yung kill score, yung board ng Bren. Halo-halo eh. Lahat sila mga 2 kills, 3 kills lang. So, the shutdown gold might not be enough.
Yeah, it will not be enough for sure. Ang kailangan kasi gawin ng LP dito, they need to make a play para makalabas sila sa base at eventually makapag-farm. Kailangan nila ng items kay Aspect for sure. Si Jake the Dog makakuha naturally ng items niya dahil ng gold lane at if I'm not mistaken, mystery shop din. So eventually makakuha siya ng item. Arms wala masyadong problema. But they need items on Aspect at this moment. Kailangan ng more damage na side ng LPE.
Yep.
But they can defend. Ang ganda ng combo nila when it comes to defending.
Yeah, they have the clear. They have the clear. So, kanina, naka-shutdown sila kay Few, pero yun nga, hindi napunta kay Aspect. Gutom ang Granger ni Aspect. But we'll see how... Oh, Wolf for the first time in a while in this 18-minute game. Siguro for the first time in 5-6 minutes, nakalabas ng base ng LPE.
That's what they needed. Aspect, binibili sana kanya pag-clear. You have to take note nga lang, ang Bren Esports may mataas na burst at mas mayaman pa rin talaga ang Bren Esports. It's gonna be difficult. Bimo, naka-Haskell na ngayon. In fact, Bimo is gonna be really scary even in the late stage. Hindi dahil sa damage, pero dahil dun sa control.
Yeah.
So, kailangan ding respect yan ng Bren Esports. And also, ang mga minions ngayon ay nagdi-deal na lang ng 50% less damage sa base, sa mismong base building. So that means hindi na pwede dumepende ang Bren Esports sa mga minions lang. They really need to be the ones to hit the base eventually. Yeah. So ano gusto kong sabihin? Kailangan makapag-wipe ng Bren Esports or at least 3, mapatay nila yung 3 na members ng LPE. Particularly si Arvs para matapos nila yung laban. But ang Bren Esports mas mataas ang map control. So ayan, Lusty, Malefic Roar.
Oh, this means Lusty is going for the throat. Kung sino mang humarang, papatumbahin, kakagatin. That gives you armor penetration, raw damage output. So, almost buo na dito. Actually, hindi ako magulat kung diretso yung halberd to ni Kuya mo Lusty.
So, double trancha na ngayon si Rebo, Lightning in the Winter 1. At si Flap TC pala ay nag-all-in sa defense. Athena's, Brute Force, Oracle, pati na rin ang Antikyras. At
kailangan nila ng konting mana kaya may enchanted.
Exactly. For the sustain. Sustain na mana, I mean. Malefic Roar on the aspect. It's important if they... Oh! By the way, Leo, 20 minutes timing.
Oh, here we go.
So,
every single death will have its death timer scaled up.
Another reason kung ba't pwede mag-comeback. Mas potential na mga comebacks ngayon.
Yeah, pick up, pick off.
Pick off.
Bawat pick off.
A kill will be so important. Lalong-lalo na against Bren Esports. But, wow, okay, sobrang bilis. What is this?
Just all the damage. Again, you have to consider, Wolf, from Lusty, dalawang basic yan.
Exactly. Lusty na Malefic Roar, Makati na, yung of the Omask, and of course, si Few, pati si Rebo, ang sakit na rin ng magic damage nila. And, Lord Melted.
This is a Luminous Lord at 20 minutes. 20-something. So, scales up, scales up. This is what's scary, no? Yung damage ng Bren, hindi mo mabubuan ng simple lang eh. It's physical, magic, across the board. 50-50 almost.
It's gonna be important. Napaka-crucial ito para sa LPE. Positioning ni Arvs ang kailangang tignan. Yung management nila ng skills, hindi na pwedeng mabait ang mga members ng LPE.
It's the last fight possibly. Real Manipulation, inunahan na ni Arvs. Sagot naman, Feathered Airstrike dito. Base, tinatama-tamaan na ng Bren. Right in the middle, Lusty's gonna go down. And that's gonna be another, I believe,